What if I told you that something as simple as a daily vitamin could lead to life-altering health issues? Could you be putting your kidneys at risk without even realizing it? Imagine finding out that the very supplement you thought was boosting your health is actually causing serious damage. Vitamins and supplements are part of our everyday lives, hailed for their potential to fill nutritional gaps and enhance our well-being. But what happens when something that's supposed to be good for you turns out to be dangerous? Today, we're diving into a shocking real-life story that every health-conscious person needs to hear. Disclaimer: the content provided in this video, including all text, images, and information, is for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition or before starting any new exercise or health program. I hope this information is helpful. Alright, let's get started and uncover this unbelievable story. Let me tell you about a woman who was like many of us, health conscious, always on the lookout for the latest trends in wellness, and determined to maintain her health through a balanced diet and supplements. She wasn't careless or uninformed. In fact, she did her research, read articles, and followed advice from health experts. Her daily routine included a range of supplements that she believed were essential for staying healthy, especially as she was getting older. She had heard about the benefits of vitamin D from various sources, doctors, friends, and countless articles online. Vitamin D is often touted as a miracle vitamin, essential for bone health, immune function, and even mood regulation. Living in an area with limited sunlight for much of the year, she was concerned that she wasn't getting enough naturally, so she decided to take matters into her own hands. Convinced that she needed more vitamin D than she was getting, she started taking high doses of the supplement daily. At first, it seemed like a smart move. After all, vitamin D is crucial for our bodies, right? But what she didn't realize was that she was setting herself up for a serious health problem. Instead of sticking to the recommended dosage, she began taking much higher amounts, believing that more would only be better. What happens when people are vitamin D overdosed? Now, let's talk about what vitamin D does for your body. It's a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it can be stored in your body for longer periods of time, compared to water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in calcium absorption, helping maintain strong bones and teeth, and it's also important for immune system function. However, because it's fat-soluble, it can build up in your system if you take too much, leading to toxicity. When this woman started taking excessive doses of vitamin D, she was unaware of the potential dangers. Excess vitamin D can lead to a condition called hypercalcemia, where there's too much calcium in the blood. Hypercalcemia can cause a range of symptoms, from mild discomfort to severe complications. In this woman's case, the high levels of calcium began to affect her kidneys, leading to damage that could have been avoided if she had been more cautious. Overdosing on vitamin D is more common than you might think. According to a study published in JAMA Network Open, the number of people taking higher than recommended doses of vitamin D has significantly increased over the past decade. Many are under the mistaken belief that because vitamin D is essential, taking more of it will provide extra benefits. Unfortunately, this isn't the case, and the consequences can be severe. Which symptoms did she ignore? As the excess vitamin D started to take its toll on her body, the woman began to experience symptoms, but she didn't immediately connect them to her supplement use. She felt unusually tired, more than she should have for her level of activity. She also started feeling nauseous and noticed that she was urinating more frequently. These symptoms were subtle at first, and like many of us, she brushed them off as minor inconveniences or signs of stress. What she didn't realize was that these were warning signs of hypercalcemia. The fatigue was her body's way of telling her that something was wrong, and the nausea and frequent urination were signals that her kidneys were struggling to cope. with the excess calcium in her blood. By the time she sought medical help, the damage was already done. The doctors confirmed that her kidney function had been compromised, and they traced the problem back to her high intake of vitamin D. Which medical intervention did she receive? So, after weeks of dealing with symptoms that just didn't feel right, extreme fatigue, nausea, and this constant need to go to the bathroom, she finally decided it was time to see a doctor. It wasn't an easy decision for her because, like many of us, she hoped these issues would just resolve on their own. But as her symptoms persisted and even got worse, it became clear that something more serious was going on. When she got to the doctor, they started with the usual routine: blood tests, urine tests, and a thorough review of her medical history. The results were alarming. Her calcium levels were very above normal, and her kidney function tests showed significant abnormalities. The doctors were concerned enough to order more specific tests to understand what was happening with her kidneys. They performed imaging studies, including an ultrasound, which revealed that her kidneys were showing signs of calcification and other damage typically associated with hypercalcemia. The medical team quickly realized they needed to figure out what was causing this. After ruling out other potential causes, like parathyroid gland issues or certain cancers, the focus shifted to her supplement intake. When she mentioned her high-dose vitamin D regimen, the doctors immediately suspected that this was the culprit. They explained to her that excessive vitamin D can lead to too much calcium in the blood, which in turn can cause calcium to deposit in the kidneys, leading to the damage they were seeing. The diagnosis was clear. Her kidneys were in trouble because of the very vitamin she thought was keeping her healthy. The doctors explained that while vitamin D is essential for health, taking too much of it can be just as dangerous as not getting enough. They emphasized that her condition was a direct result of over-supplementation, something that could have been avoided if she had consulted with a healthcare professional before starting such high doses. What are long-term consequences? The immediate focus for the doctors was to stabilize her condition and prevent further damage. They started by advising her to stop taking vitamin D immediately and prescribed medications to lower the calcium levels in her blood. This included intravenous fluids to help flush out the excess calcium in medications like bisphosphonates, which help to prevent the release of calcium from bones into the bloodstream. In addition to these treatments, she had to undergo a series of follow-up appointments to closely monitor her kidney function. Unfortunately, the damage was already done, and while the treatments helped to stabilize her condition, her kidneys had suffered permanent damage. The doctors told her that she would need to be vigilant about her kidney health for the rest of her life. This included regular monitoring of her kidney function and being cautious about any medications or supplements she takes in the future. The long-term outlook for her kidney health isn't great. The damage has increased her risk of developing chronic kidney disease, a condition that can lead to kidney failure over time. She will likely need to manage this condition carefully with her healthcare team, including possibly taking medications to help her kidneys function as efficiently as possible. What she could have done for preventative measures. When it comes to taking supplements, it's easy to get caught up in the hype and think that if a little is good, then more must be better. But the truth is, that's not always the case, and it's important to be careful. If you're considering adding new vitamins or supplements to your routine, the first thing you should do is talk to a healthcare professional. They can help you determine whether you actually need that supplement, what the right dosage should be, and how it might interact with any other medications or conditions you have. Another important tip is to start with the lowest effective dose and only increase it if recommended by a healthcare provider. More isn't always better, especially when it comes to fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which can build up in your body over time. Also, make sure to choose high-quality supplements from reputable brands. Some supplements are not regulated as strictly as medications, so it's crucial to buy from companies that follow good manufacturing practices. It's also worth considering that you might not need supplements at all if your diet is already well balanced. Eating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can often provide all the nutrients your body needs. Supplements should be just that, supplemental to your diet, not a replacement for healthy eating habits. In just 2 short months, a common vitamin went from being a health booster to a health hazard, leading to serious kidney damage. This story is a powerful reminder of the importance of using supplements wisely and under the guidance of a healthcare professional. Bonus health tip: the importance of hydration and regular health checkups. In addition to being cautious with supplements, maintaining adequate hydration and regular health checkups are vital for overall well-being. Drinking plenty of water helps your kidneys function properly, flushing out toxins and excess substances that could potentially cause harm. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, and more if you are physically active or live in a hot climate. Regular health checkups can catch potential issues early before they become serious problems. Make it a habit to visit your healthcare provider for routine blood tests and screenings. These checkups can provide insights into your vitamin and mineral levels, kidney function, and overall health, helping you make informed decisions about your supplement intake and lifestyle choices. Interesting story: the unexpected hero, how hydration saved a life. Let me share a remarkable story about the power of hydration. A few years ago, a man in his 50s started experiencing severe fatigue and muscle cramps. Despite trying various remedies, his symptoms persisted. He decided to visit his doctor, who discovered that he was severely dehydrated. His kidneys were under tremendous strain, unable to effectively filter waste from his blood. The doctor explained that his daily coffee habit and lack of water intake were the culprits. He was advised to drastically increase his water consumption and reduce his coffee intake. Within weeks, his symptoms improved significantly. His energy levels soared and the muscle cramps disappeared. Regular hydration had not only alleviated his symptoms, but also restored his kidney function to normal. This story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions, like staying properly hydrated, can have profound impacts on our health. Always remember to drink enough water and prioritize your health with regular checkups. We're curious to know what you think. Could this happen to you or someone you know? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest health tips and stories. We've got more eye-opening content coming up, so make sure to check out the videos on the screen right now. A huge thank you to all our subscribers and viewers. Your support keeps us motivated to bring you valuable and potentially life-saving information. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.